Hello everyone and welcome back to FS Auto Vlogs. Hope you're all safe and healthy. So today I'm back at the one of one showroom where previously I've made a lot of videos. So they include like the Mercedes S-Class, the Mercedes GLA, the Cadillac Escalade, the Tesla Model 3, and also recently I made a video with the Mustang Mach-1. So I've made a lot of videos. So today I'm here to take a look at the Mercedes AMG GTC. This is the first time I'm actually taking a look up close to a Mercedes AMG GT. It's one of my most favorite Mercedes AMG cars. So today I'll be taking a look at the GTC and I'll be going through all its features, and I will be showing you or having you take a listen to the sound of the car and tell you all the little details of it. So do watch the video till the end, and also if you are new to the channel, do consider subscribing, as I have a goal of reaching 2000 subscribers. And while you are down there subscribing, do also like the video and turn on the notifications so that you'll be the first ones to know when I upload latest videos. So now let's get inside and take a look at the car. Alright guys, so here's the Mercedes AMG GTC, and first things first, let me tell you about the price. So the price of this particular car here at one of one is 800,000 riyals. It is brand new, just off the showroom. And now let's talk about the design of this car. Now this one is obviously the facelifted model, and the biggest difference in the facelifted model was here in the headlight. So the previous model had an LED DRL which went in this design, but this one they have changed it and designed it this way. Personally, I do like this design a lot more because it makes the car look a lot more aggressive and also much more sportier. And also the whole headlight system has been darkened a bit, or you can say it has been given the smoked treatment. Then down below you have no fake air vents, it's totally open. And on the GTC especially, you get this chrome accent over here on the blade, but if you want you can get the night package, and then this chrome or brushed aluminum will be in black. Personally, I think black does look good on this with this paint option. What it is called, let me just check. The paint is a special design of paint option though, and the paint is called Selenite Grey Magno. So it is a special paint. It has the frosted matte look, and personally speaking, it's not my favorite color. My favorite is the brilliant blue Designo Magno. That's like basically matte blue, and the GTC does look very good with that. Then on this side again, the lower splitter is in grey, silver or brushed aluminum. Again you can get that with in black with the night package. Then we come to the grille. So this style, or this is now what most of the AMG grills have now, and this is called Pan Americana grill. So now all of the AMGs do come with this grill. So you have these slats. Again, if you go for the night package, these chrome slats become they are darkened out, so it looks a bit more menacing because of that. Then you have your 3D Mercedes-Benz logo with all the radars for the cruise control and safety systems hidden behind it. And you also have the camera system here for your parking camera assist. So you have that here, and you have a small AMG logo on this side and another Mercedes-Benz logo like all Mercedes have. That's there. Other than that, nothing else is different from the standard or pre-facelift model AMG GTs. So one thing, here in Saudi Arabia we don't get the AMG GT and GTS. We only get the GTC, then the GTR, and then directly the GT Black series. Now the GT was designed to compete with the Porsche 911, so that's why it has a lot of different variants of it. The GTC, if you think about what car it competes in the Porsche lineup, especially the 911 lineup, it competes with the 911 GTS. So now that you know, in terms of price also it is pretty close to that GTS. Now one thing I do love about the GTC, or generally the AMG GT model, especially it is more apparent on the GTC by the way, is that it is really wide. And this is my first time actually taking a look or up close look at an AMG GT. So the AMG GTC actually uses the body from the GTR, so it is as wide as the GTR. Okay, sorry for the weird cut. I was actually talking about the body style of the GTC. So the body style of the GTC is borrowed directly from the AMG GTR. That means it is wider than the standard AMG GT and GTS. And for also the 2021 model, the GTS is gone and the AMG GT has been brought up in terms of power. That's like around 500 horsepower, the AMG GT, and then now you directly have the GTC. So other than that, the only difference between the GTR and the GTC is around the back, which I'll show it to you later, and also under the hood. So since we are already at the front, I think we should take a look at the hood, or I mean what's under the hood, by the way. So let me just open it up. So here's the engine bay of the AMG GTC. So right now this on the AMG GTR and GTR Pro models, this hood almost opens 90 degree, but on the GTC it does not open all the way. So it's much easier to actually hold it here and shut down the hood. So let's talk about the engine now. You have the standard 4-liter bi-turbo V8 from AMG, which is hand built in Afterback. And here you can see the name of the person who has built the engine. So one fact about the people who build these engines, all of them have master's degrees in engineering, and they have to do an apprenticeship before they are hired for making the engines for AMG. So this engine layout is what Mercedes calls, or it is generally known as front mid-engine. So basically this is when the engine is way behind the axle of the car, or the wheel, center of the wheel. So you can see the engine sits way back, and because of that you have a better weight distribution, and it helps in the handling of the car. This part is not the engine, so don't mistake that for the engine. The engine is back there. And also the way they have designed the engine is, it's called a hot V configuration. That means you have the turbo sitting in the middle of the cylinder banks, so you can see the two turbos right over there. So in total the GTC produces 557 horsepower and 502 pound-feet of torque. That's like 680 Newton meters of torque. It is attached to a 7-speed dual clutch transmission, and the transmission is at the back over there, sitting right with the rear wheels. So again, it drives also the rear wheels only, not the front wheels, or it's not 4-wheel drive system, I mean to say. So all that in combination helps the car to go to 0 to 100 in 3.7 seconds, and the top speed of this car is 197 miles an hour. That's like 317 kilometers an hour. So pretty good top speed. Obviously the GTR models go above, I believe they go 200 miles an hour. I'm not sure though. And then one more design feature I like about the engine bay. You can see the air intake over here. This brings in the air from the front of the radiators, puts it out over here. The air flows all the way, and then it is exited out from over there. So pretty nice design touch. Now let me just close the hood down. So this was where the air is extracted, all the hot air. So pretty cool design feature. Also one nice touch, you have the AMG logo in the headlights right here. Now we come to the side design. Now let's take a look over here. You have 19-inch wheels at the front, and these are the special or optional 10 twin spoke forged wheels from AMG. So these are an optional extra. You get a twin 5-spoke design as standard. So these are the optional ones, and these are the most expensive options on the configurator. I checked it, and also since they are forged, that means they are normally lighter than the standard wheels. And you can see normally the tires which you get as standard are Michelin Pilot Super Sports, but on this particular car it's pretty highly spec'd, and you have Michelin Pilot Sport Cup 2s, which means it's a much stickier track tire, and the tire size is 265 section across in this way, and 35 series sidewall. So pretty good. And then on the braking side, you have AMG's high performance composite braking system. Don't mistake composite for carbon ceramics, that's different. So that is called carbon composite braking system. This one is just the standard composite braking systems. That means the materials are generally lighter, much more fade resistant, and provide better braking performance. And you have red brake calipers right over here from Brembo, by the way. And as an option you can get the carbon ceramics, but they are nearly something like an $8,000 option, so pretty expensive and pretty unnecessary also, unless you plan on using this car on the track, which most of the owners won't do. Then we come to the side. You have your V8 bi-turbo badging right here with the silver trim. If you get the night package, this trim is in black, and I think this is a fake vent. Yeah, I think it's a fake vent. There's nothing, there's no opening behind this mesh over here, so one disappointment over there. But overall you can just see one thing I like to, the design of this car makes me happy with, is the dash to axle ratio. I showed it the opposite way actually. So that just shows how far the dash is to the axle. so which obviously gives it a lot of very good proportions. You can see the cabin almost sits at the rear wheels, and it is a classic sports car proportion or rear wheel drive proportion, and because of that the weight distribution is 47% to the front and 53% to the back, so pretty good. Then you have your side view mirrors with the old style Mercedes indicator design, and you have the lower part of the mirror in piano black. Again, this upper part of the windowsill, you do get it in chrome, but this one has it in black, and you have the panoramic sunroof up top. Then you have some chrome on the door handles, and the below part is in paint. And then we come to the bottom, so you have some side skirts, and the side skirts are in silver. Again, if you go for the night package, you do get them in silver, I mean in black. Then we come to the back, and you have 20-inch wheels at the back with the 3 or 5 section tires, so they are very wide at the back. So and it has to be, by the way, because it's a rear wheel drive car and all the power does go to the rear wheels, so the wider the tire, the better the traction it can get. And you have 30 series sidewalls, and it's a 20-inch wheel, like I said before, on that same forged wheel design. And you have your brakes at the back, again the same high composite braking. So that's all over here. One thing I particularly like is how the roof flows into the back over here, and it does look really good. Then at the back itself, so we have the tail lights, which again for 2020 or after the facelift, they were just darkened a bit. They didn't change the design, I believe. They just darkened the inside to give it a bit more sportier look. So you have your LEDs here, and these are the part for the indicators. So okay, and you have your AMG logo here. One disappointment thing, since the chassis or body is based on the GTR and it is width a lot wider than the standard GT, you have a fake vent here. Not nice, by the way. So you have a fake vent, nothing, it does not lead to anything, it's just there for design. So another disappointment over there. Then at the back you have your AMG logo here, the Mercedes logo over here, and you have your GTC badge right here with the 1 of 1 badge right here also. Then this part actually is a functional vent, so this is present on the GTR, and it acts as a diffuser where it brings out the hot air from behind and throws it back to provide a bit more downforce. Then you have your parking sensors, and at the back we have quad exhaust that are the standard AMG things. So 2 over there, 2 over here, but they're not actual quad exhaust. I think you can see. Let me just turn on the flash for you guys, so you can see how they are hidden over there. I think they're just a design feature. Then this part is actually plastic, and it's a scratchy plastic. You can just see it, the scratch is shown over here, so that's not nice, and it feels cheap on such an expensive car. But so that's one thing. And also these chrome exhaust, you can get them in black too, with this diffuser over here also available in black. So since we're at the back, we'll take a look at the boot space we have. And to take a look at the boot, I believe we have to press a button on the key. It's the old style Mercedes key, nothing new. So let me just press the boot button here. Okay, looks like this does not have the key option where it opens the boot with the key. So let me just open it up. So we have to open the boot from inside the car, and let's open it up. So one surprising thing is, despite having a coupe shape, you have a hatchback style tailgate, which obviously has its benefits, and that benefit is obviously the space inside you get. You have 350 liters of space, but in some documents I found out they were telling you have 175 liters of space. In CarWow they said you have 350 liters of space. I don't know what's the real thing, but I think 350 liters is pretty believable looking at the space inside. So you have some number plates and all that stuff. You have your parcel shelf also over here, and at the back you have over here a strut brace which helps to stiffen up the rear of the car. So that's all. It's not an electrically operated tailgate, it's a manual one, so you have to close it manually over here. Now what I'll do is I'll put up a clip of how the exhaust of this car sounds, and then we'll take a look at the interior. So hope you heard the sound of the car. I know it does sound really nice, and with that let's take a look at the interior now. So you have you can see two-tone interior paint, or I mean color over here. As standard you do get black Napa leather, but this one has the two-tone option. So you have black leather up top, you have the red leather with the black stitching over here. Then you have your Burmester sound system. You can get an optional higher end Burmester sound system also. This is the one you get as standard. You have your lock and unlock buttons right here. You have your window controls, your side mirror controls, which are foldable by the way. And over here you can see the leather armrest, and you have piano black over here. You can get that in carbon fiber also. And you have some pretty small door pockets by the way. These are something you have to expect from a sports car like this. Then over here you have illuminated AMG sill plates. These are brushed aluminum by the way, but since this is a brand new car, it is protected by this cover over here, this blue cover. But they are brushed aluminum, and you can see they are illuminated. You can also get this in carbon fiber. And then the seats, you don't get the bucket seats from the GTR, and that's pretty good decision by Mercedes, because obviously it will be pretty it will be pretty uncomfortable when you sit on in those bucket seats for daily driving use. So that's a good thing. And again, the seat, you have heated and ventilation both on the passenger as well as the driver seats. And this particular car has an option of grey seat belts. I would have loved to see red seat belts, but they have this grey seat belt as an option. As standard you do get black, but if you want grey you have to pay Mercedes extra. So now let's also one more thing, the seat controls are down below, and you have memory seating as well. So now let's sit inside and take a look at the interior. Okay guys, so I'm in the interior of the Mercedes AMG GTC, and when you close the door, you do get a small animation on the instrument cluster. Let's see if I get that too. And that's the animation of the AMG GT as well over there on the instrument cluster. And now let me just start all the systems in the car. There we go, all the systems are on. Okay, so first things first, let's talk about the space inside this car. Now I saw many reviews saying that the AMG GTC is very good for tall people, and considering that I am 6'4", I should be the most comfortable over here. But in terms of headroom, my head is touching right on the side over here. You can see it's banging across that. But since I'm sitting directly below the glass, I do have enough headroom. I can comfortably sit. But while driving, I'll show you from my point of view also what happens. So just a minute. Okay, so from my point of view, you can see this comes in the middle of my vision, and that blocks my view a bit, especially if I'm going through some turns. I'll have to bend down and take a look around. So one disappointment. So this is a car I cannot drive comfortably for daily, and though personally this is one of my favorite cars, I cannot buy it, even if I could. Then let's talk about the interior quality now. So you have leather up top, leather over here, and also over here with the red stitching, and you have your glove box, which is a decent size, and you have the red leather everywhere. So generally speaking, the build quality is really nice. And in the facelift model, they added this new 10.1 inch display and a 12.3 over here. This is not touchscreen by the way. You can see it doesn't move with my touch response. You have to control it by the touch pad over here, and when I press home, it goes back over there. So let me just talk about the instrument cluster for now. So you have currently it's set to its sports display, so it shows up the tachometer here, and you can cycle through different views if you want. You can press home, and I think let me just show you what else other views you have. It's basically the standard Mercedes system. You have your super sport display, then this is your sport display, and this is your classic display. So personally I do like the super sport a bit more. This looks the best. That's all there is to show actually, by the way, because it's a very common thing. Everybody knows about this display. Then on the steering wheel, now this one has the silver accent. You can get this in black or gloss black it is, but personally you shouldn't go for the gloss black on the steering wheel, because it will just have catch all your fingerprints and it will look very bad. Then you have your indicator controls here, and other than that, nothing else. On the steering wheel itself, you have your cruise control buttons. This part of the steering wheel controls your infotainment, your instrument display. This part controls the main display over here, and you have your volume, call, and all that functions over here. Then below you have 2 extra steering wheel buttons which you got in the facelift, and this one controls your rear wing, which I'll put up a video of how that looks or opens up. This is for your exhaust. You can configure that, or you can switch on the active exhaust. Then you can click on it and change the function. Now this is for your drivetrain. Then this is your auto start stop. You can switch it off from here. This is for your AMG dynamics. You can change it how you want. So you can see it shows up dynamic select to comfort. I can change it to basic. Over here it just changes. You can see you have basic, advanced, pro, basic, all that stuff. Then I can again switch it up to the camera system, which I can access directly from here. So pretty nice. You get a wide angle view. Again, I have to use the touchpad. Pretty annoying, by the way. You can see since the camera is inside the grille, this shows up a bit, but it's okay, it's livable. At least you have a camera for a car like this. So this is your rear view mirror, rear view camera, and the wide angle. That's all there is to show. Then you can again change, you can control your traction control from here. That's it. Then you have your suspension settings, exhaust settings, that's all, and all the similar settings over here. And this is your drive mode selector. Currently I am in comfort. Just a minute. Okay, now currently I am in comfort. I can change to sport, sport plus, race, and I also have individual and slippery. So let me just keep it in race for now. So race obviously is the maximum attack mode of the AMG GTC. Then we have a brand new start stop button for the facelifted model. Then you have matte carbon fiber option here with the 4 air vents, which looks really nice. Then you have your climate control systems here, and you have more carbon fiber on the center console. And if you open it up, you have 2 cup holders with a USB port and a 12-volt socket. Then you have your touchpad in the middle, and you have your gear selector over here. Now one thing I like is how this is arranged in the V8 format. So you can see how you have 4 sets of button on each side, so it mimics a 8-cylinder engine. Again, this controls your damper. You have traction control, drivetrain. This is your drive mode selector. Then this is your volume rocker, auto start stop, your for your rear wing, and this is your exhaust button. So all good. Then you have some more controls up top. Just let me, okay, this is your heated seat, your ventilated seat. This is your camera, hazard, parking sensors, and this is your ventilated and heated for your passenger. And you have some more controls for your lights and stuff. So if I press that, the lights do turn on, I believe. Okay, this is for your for the lights that are below the rear view mirror. And also one more thing, I hope you can see, you don't have a pretty nice view out of the rear window. And yeah, these are the main lights over here. What else do we have? We have an armrest, decent size. You have a 12-volt socket, I believe. Yep, that's a 12-volt socket. You have an SD card slot and 2 USBs as well. Other than that, this is the sunroof, and you have a manual shade control, by the way. It's not an automatic sunshade. And this is the view from the back over here. One thing I forgot to show you guys is the main display itself. I don't know how I forgot that. So you have to again control it via the touchpad here. So you have all your basic Mercedes controls for your navigation, media, and telephone, and basic settings. Also, I'm not sure if it does. I don't think it has. It does not have ambient lighting, by the way. And you have the option of updating the software of this car as well. And other than that, nothing else is new. And you also have Android Auto and Apple CarPlay as standard. So all that is nice. So this is all there is to show on the AMG GTC. Okay guys, so that was the video on the 2020 AMG or Mercedes AMG GTC. Hope you enjoyed it a lot. Do let me know in the comments down below what features of the AMG GTC you did like. And while you're down there commenting, do leave a like and also subscribe to the channel and turn on the notifications so that we will be the first ones to know about my latest videos. And also I'll be putting a link down in the description below where you can go ahead and take a look at the Instagram page of One of One. And also, if you're watching this video from Riyadh, Saudi Arabia, you can take a look at their location also. I'll be putting it down here in the description, so you can come visit and take a look at their collection. Also in the description below will be my Instagram account, where I'll be personally posting pictures of the cars I make a video on, and also the reels. So do consider following me on Instagram as well. So thanks for watching guys, and see you in the next video. Bye bye.